Coach Sheldon Harrison. There never been no comparison. You're live on the show. Sit back and have a listen. LDW MMAC, and salute to the WMMA universe. Man, you know, Kayla Harrison is just, that's just the gift to keep on giving. I swear. So, let's do a history rundown check. Okay, let's do this. Kayla Harrison first, okay? First, she was saying that how, Chris Cyborg was trying to avoid her. Okay, now y'all remember back in the day, a couple years ago, she was saying that Chris Cyborg don't want to fight her. Come to find out, Kayla Harrison had an opportunity to fight Chris Cyborg early in her career, but she turned that fight down. Okay, Kayla Harrison again calls out Chris Cyborg to come to the PFL. Okay, when she got released from the UFC. Okay, called her out. All right, and basically, so Chris Cyborg goes to Bellator, and Scott Coker made Chris Cyborg. Technically, this is what they reported, the highest paid women's mixed martial artist on the planet. Okay, that's what that's what they reported. So Chris Cyborg went to Bellator, and took the bag. But Scott Coker said, "Hey, no problem. We'll make the fight. Okay, we can make the fight, no big problem. We'll figure out a way to get the deal done." And you heard nothing but crickets pissing in the water from Kayla Harrison. Okay, in the PFL, nothing. Okay. So, I know she wasn't serious about the fade. I know Kayla Harrison didn't want the fade. And now, Kayla Harrison's whining, sniveling, just like she always do. Well, the PFL not having any fights, and I'm going to sue them, and blah, 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 blah. Okay, so the PFL said, okay, hey, Kayla, we just want you to shut your whiny ass up. So, we're going to let you fight elsewhere. Okay, now when people start saying, hey, what about the UFC? What about Bellator? Okay, we already knew that the UFC probably wasn't going to go for a one-fight deal, okay? We probably knew that. But Bellator would go for a one-fight deal. Of course they would. But, mysteriously, okay, I can't compete for the UFC and Bellator. Isn't that funny? They got two of the biggest stars in women's MMA in the UFC and Bellator, and just so happened Kayla Harrison can't go there. Isn't that coincidence? And you got people running around here. Well, Ariel Helwani said that, a part of the contract is that, she can't go to those organizations. But then Kayla Harrison came out and said, hey, I have a non-contract, disclosure. I have that. So I can't tell you what's in the contract. Guys, I find this hard to believe. Here's what I find so hard to believe. So you mean to say that the face of your company, right? Kayla Harrison been doing some complaining. So what does the PFL want to do? What do they want to do? The PFL, they want to pacify Kayla Harrison. They want her to shut the hell up. So they're going to let her do what she need to do. I guarantee you, had Kayla Harrison would have complained and said, listen, I want to fight Cyborg more than anything in the world, I guarantee you Ray Sefo would have made that happen, okay? I think Ray Sefo would have been more than happy to probably make that deal. I think this kind of blows... I think we can put the blame on Kayla Harrison. I told y'all this girl. I told y'all about this girl. I told y'all this girl, she's nothing but talk. She's all talk. Serious, real talk, okay? She don't want to fight Cyborg. I mean, and it's funny, Chris Cyborg been kind of trolling Kayla Harrison. So, on a video, I was on one of my videos, Chris Cyborg left the comment, Kayla Harrison versus Chelsea Chandler. And I'm like, wait a minute. Chelsea Chandler. Guys, I find out Kayla Harrison had a chance and opportunity to fight Chelsea Chandler. Chelsea Chandler wanted smoke with Kayla Harrison. They turned down a fight versus Chelsea Chandler. Now, I mean, y'all probably don't know who she is. Look, Chelsea Chandler is brutal. Chelsea Chandler is brutal, man. Chelsea Chandler wanted to fight. Like, she wanted that fight with Kayla Harrison. I'm going to get Chelsea Chandler on my show. She wanted to fight. Kayla Harrison didn't want to take this fight, y'all. She wanted no parts of Chelsea Chandler. Why? When I started researching and looking at Chelsea Chandler fights, I knew why. Not only is Chelsea Chandler very formidable, extremely man, but she's sturdy. She's very strong. And she's extremely difficult to get off her feet. But Chelsea Chandler has a high degree of a ground game. Her ground game is very, very high. And this is somebody who Kayla Harrison, she couldn't take a risk. Okay, Kayla Harrison couldn't risk getting into the octagon with Chelsea Chandler. She couldn't do it. Chelsea Chandler is brutal. Okay, she's very brutal. When I see Chelsea Chandler fight, I think of violence. That's all I think about. And Chris Cyborg said, fight Chelsea Chandler. Fight her. You know Chris was being funny. Chris Cyborg knew that this was a duck. And I've had sources very close to me. Sources. Y'all want to know who my sources? See, it's kind of crazy. People always say, man, what sources do you have? I've got a few. You know what? Even being a 9,000 sub channel, I've actually made some connections. I've made a few. And I tell you what, boy, it makes sense now, don't it? Because Kayla Harrison was saying, well, none of the girls really wanted to fight me. Chelsea Chandler wanted that fight. And Chelsea Chandler was actually willing to meet at a catchweight. And this is the thing. So why did Kayla Harrison turn this fight down? Because Kayla Harrison knew that there was a chance that Kayla Harrison could lose. I'm going to tell y'all, this girl is terrified to death of losing. And now, I mean, it's totally evident now. Okay? Kayla Harrison is afraid to lose. She's totally afraid, y'all. Guys, I can't sit here. I can't lie to y'all. I can't play. This girl is afraid to lose. And you can tell by her demeanor. You know, she had an interview with Ariel Helwani. And I'm going to tell you, man, I sat and I listened to it. I'm like, damn. You know, she was talking about the guy that she was dating, Tony Martin. I said, boy, that man must got testicles of steel dating her, man. Because, you know, she was saying, yeah, you know, we're ultra competitive. We compete at everything. What the hell? How would you want to have a significant other that every time y'all do something, it's a damn competition? It's I'm better than you competition. Like, I bet you they even have. I bet they have a contest to see who can come to fat. Sorry, PG-13 channel. Sorry. Listen, man. Listen. Y'all, this woman is a fool. Okay, she's all talk. Nothing she says now. I mean, I look. Nothing she says to me, or nothing she says about Cyborg, I can no longer believe it. I can no longer. I text Chris Cyborg's team, and this is crazy. You know they responded, man. They said this girl don't want to fight. They said she don't want to fight. You know, I believe that, y'all. I point blank believe it. I'm gonna tell you why I believe it, man. Because okay, if you so good, and if you can if you can murk everybody. What's up with Chelsea Chandler? Man, I looked at some fights with, man, Chelsea Chandler is a savage. She's a straight savage, man. And I think Chelsea Chandler, you know Courtney King? She turned down Chelsea Chandler to get Courtney King. Guys, we got the first WMMA cherry picker. The first. Guys, this is the first WMMA cherry picker. Man, Kayla Harrison done brought that nonsense to the damn sport. Oh my God. And now everybody think I pick on Kayla. I'm not, guys. I'm not. Any of you guys that you love Kayla Harrison, I want y'all to explain to me now. I need y'all to explain right now, okay? How do you explain her not fighting Chelsea Chandler? Please. And give me a good reason.